Which sport has the most annoying unwritten rules? Golf, tennis, or baseball? Because all three have some.
Now, tennis, I guess there's a lot of unwritten rules in the fact that, there's the etiquette in tennis.
Yeah, and the no cheering, like basically whatsoever until the point is over. And even then, you're just kind of lightly clapping.
So why is again, when I started covering the U.S. Open, which, by the way, Governor Cuomo in New York State announced is going to happen with no dates being moved, but no fans.
Right.
And you've already heard some of the top players in the world saying they're not coming to New York for a couple of reasons. One, that New York was a hotspot for the virus. What Rafael Nadal already said, I'm not coming because it's been a hotspot. And you heard Djokovic say that the protocols that they've put, the health and safety protocols that they've put, will not allow players to bring like their own personal trainer and masseuse into Arthur Ashe. And some of the players who don't have a masseuse because they don't have that sort of bank and ability to travel them around are like, what do we care? But I do remember when I first started covering the U.S. Open, it's like, you are not allowed to talk during a point. And I'm like, I know, I've watched it my entire life. And then whenever there would be like some exciting moment, an incredible shot that's made, you'd hear an immediate burst of applause or excitement, and then just shh.
Yeah.
And the crowd would shush, like shh.
And then they don't let you walk into your seat until the shots are over.
That's
which is a very...
That's hockey, too. But, I mean, and then the chair, though, is like, quiet, please. Like, quiet, please.
I love those.
Quiet, please. Like,
and
you're
how
just
about,
constantly...
Like, why wouldn't you take, like an organist to start playing during a golf tournament?
An organist on the golf.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Honestly, so... what? We had Pete Rose on the show a few years ago, and he commented about, why do you have to have quiet for golf when you could do whatever you want for baseball? I remember this, because what's tougher than hitting a ball that's moving? Golf, the ball's just sitting there.
It's true.
So baseball, I mean, honestly, you're playing tennis, here comes this ball at you, and you got to concentrate. Of course you do. But you have to have quiet as this ball is bouncing in your direction. And you have to have quiet as you're focusing on tossing a ball up and serving it. You must be quiet. Has to be absolute, like library quiet. But in baseball, I'm standing in, and somebody's taking a ball that's much more stout than the tennis ball.
Yes.
And throwing it at me, and you're trusting it's not going to be actually hitting you. It can on occasion. And that's the unwritten rules we can get to on that. Don't hit me here, hit me here, hit me here, but not over, oh gosh, not here on the knee, even though you're throwing low, get me up. Oh, please. So you're throwing it at me, and it's moving, and it can move in any direction, and I've got to focus enough to hit it. But please, wave towels, scream, have rally monkeys, and and thunder sticks, and wouldn't you think, out of all the sports to concentrate on and have the most quiet, it should be baseball.
Baseball's way the hardest.
The craziest unwritten rule for baseball, and I don't think it is in the rule book, the craziest unwritten rule for baseball, okay, is without a doubt managers dressing like the players. Who's the last manager to dress like Connie Mack? Showing up in a suit.
In baseball?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Like, what if, are they mandated all, like, NFL coaches on the sideline to wear whatever the official apparel of Major League Baseball is?
I think so.
Is that what it is now?
I think so.
Like, what's to prevent Francona from... Why can't Francona show up in a three-piece on a cold, chilly day? A vest and all of that. Why can't somebody show up dressed like the Monopoly Man? That's not taking it seriously. No, but dressing like an 8-year-old is.
I never got the coaches wearing
7-year-olds putting on stirrups. Why? That's weird. That's beyond weird.
Sanitaries is what they're...
Sorry?
Sanitaries is what they were called.
You know what I mean?
So, yeah, there's no official rule. It just says all players on a team shall wear uniforms identical in color, trim, and style, and 6-inch numbers on the back. Nothing about what the manager must wear, but I do believe that there is something about wearing the team-issued official gear.
It's weird.
From Nike
I like
or wherever.
That's so weird.
I like it.
What, that somebody shows up, a 60-some-odd-year-old man dressed in the same way that your all-star right fielder is?
But they're one of the few.
Why?
They're one of the few guys that can actually go onto the playing field, like to argue. Think about it.
That's another thing. By the way, that's another thing.
The words you can't say to the umpire.
No.
Yeah.
The fact that you're allowed to run up to the arbiter of the game and bark at them.
Exactly.
Just so you can say your piece. Like, what if Popovich just went up to a ref in the middle of, like, arguing a call and is allowed to just go straight up face-to-face with the ref, and as long as they don't say the magic word and show them up, they're allowed to stay on their sideline? Like, how odd is that?
NBA coaches do get on the court.
Yeah, but they don't do
sort of to yell, but they immediately get teed up.
Yeah.
In baseball, you can yell at me all you want. Yell at me all you want. In basketball, you can yell all you want. In the NFL, they're yelling all the time. Hockey, they're barking from the bench. But what if, literally, Scotty Bowman one year decided to just say, I'm Scotty friggin' Bowman. I'm just going to wear skates behind the bench.
And I'm going to skate out.
Oh, no. I'm going to dress like the rest of the hockey players. Okay, I'm going to wear the sweater. I'm going to be skated up. And then guess what? When it's time to argue a call, I'm going to skate out to the linesman that just blew the offside call, and I'm going to go right up to him and I'll argue with him. And as long as I don't say the magic word, I get to skate back and continue on the bench. It's so weird that baseball allows that to happen. And by the way, I'm not being facetious. In if the 2020 season does happen, will that be part of the health and safety protocol? Like you need to be at least 6 feet away from the
While
ump.
arguing?
No, you got to put your,
you can't go up
down.
to the ump and start face to face.
You got to put your mask down. Got to have your mask.
Got to have your mask on.
Got to have your mask on.
While you get in the umpire's face.
And the umpire's masked up, right?
They're going to be hot. It's going to be hot. It's going to be great.
Really, and that's the other thing, too, is hockey.
Amazing.
I know that's not part of this thing, but hockey, here's the deal. You and you on opposite sides of this puck. You don't like the way this game's going right now. You hate this guy hates you. And something happens with somebody else on the team that you feel you need to, what's the word for it, enforce, okay? Let's create a specific person on the team who is dedicated to, what's the word, enforce. All good, not a problem. And guess what? Go hit each other. Hit each other 30, 40 seconds. If it gets a little bit out of hand after around the 30-second part, then we'll get in there. But fight it out. We're fine with that. Why is that fine in hockey but not any other sport? In football, I mean, they're all suited up. They're helmeted up.
I mean, there is fighting in baseball sometimes.
I know that, but that is,
remember?
Immediate ejections. You're out. In hockey, it's just like, okay, boys, we're boys.
2-minute penalty, back to the bench.
Go cool off.
5-minute major.
Go cool off.
2-minute minor.
Come on back in. Come on back in. 6'9", Zdeno Chara. 11 feet tall on skates. What else is your bona fides for playing this sport? Weird.
Weird.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.